welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Stephanie. Thank you for joining me today. I am gonna first apologize for not being here because I have been sick. Like, I had a procedure done, I had a biopsy done, it wasn't very fun. I had to heal, recover from all that, and then I don't suffer from depression. I am not considering this depression. I just am going through like a menopause state right now because the army had to do something, so I have like a Lupron shot, which is like inducing menopause, and it messes with my mind. Like, some days I'm happy, like my hormones or my emotions are everywhere. So some days I'm really happy, some days I'm really sad, and most days I am super unmotivated to do anything. Like, I don't feel the need to put on makeup, I don't feel the need to like do anything. It's really bad. So, you know, I'm not saying I'm depressed, it's just emotions come at you and super unmotivated. But today I am going to be doing my Best the Beauty of 2016. I know I am a month late, but I had to gather all my stuff, and then again I wasn't like motivated to do anything, so it sat here. And then I also am doing my most disappointing beauty, but I'm doing that in a separate video, otherwise this video would be like 90 minutes long, so very sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna do this Best of Beauty and let's get started. First, I guess I will do this in every way that everyone does this. Like, you start with like your primers and stuff like that. My Best of Beauty, and I've gone through 3 of these, is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I love this. This is my 3rd one, but it's like the small bottle, so I do need to invest in the big bottle, but it's like $72, so I kind of don't really want to do that right now, so I buy the small ones. But I love this, especially because I have super oily skin and I like have a lot of big pores. It smooths everything over and it just makes a nice canvas for my skin. So this one, I will say, will still be with me through the end of time. I love this stuff. Also, I'm going to talk about the Porefessional Matte Rescue. I am super oily, so I put this in my T-zone and it makes me stay matte for a long time, but with the powder, I hardly have like any oil like come through, which I love. I also love the Porefessional one, the original one, but I don't have that bottle because I ran out and I haven't bought a new one, because that's also one of my things I can't live without. But this one, I feel like no one really talks about this, but I like it, so this I have been using all year long. This I think is like my 2nd bottle. Man, I go through a lot of makeup. For foundations, I have 2. The Born This Way foundation, I love this foundation. This is in the shade Vanilla. I have 2, like Vanilla and I think I have Nude. But I think this is a lovely foundation. I love the finish of it. I love the coverage of it. I love the way it feels on my skin. It doesn't feel too cakey or anything. It's what I'm wearing today. It just makes me feel so beautiful. Too Faced Born This Way. Also, the Makeup Forever HD Ultra HD Stick Foundation. I am not a big fan of stick foundations, but this one I do like. It does like melt around my nose area, but all foundations do that to me, so I can't really say anything about this. But the coverage, and if you want to look flawless, I feel like this gives you that absolutely 100% flawless look. Concealers. My absolute favorite is actually the Naked Ultra Weightless, whatever, what is this? The Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. This is my favorite concealer. Like, I love that it's super, like, it is full coverage, I think it does do that, but it's super lightweight. And I love this. I just love that it gives you such a natural finish. So this is what my, honest God, I think my 6th bottle of concealer. So, and it's almost out, so I need to get a new one. But this is my favorite concealer. I feel like I'm going to use this concealer for the rest of my life. I also do like the Tarte Shape Tape one. I'm not going to lie, this is a full coverage concealer. This is super full coverage and everything. But I feel that if I put it underneath my eyes, it creases too much. Like, for me, it gets very creasy. But, like, for my highlight and everything and to carve out my brows, I think this is a wonderful concealer. I mean, This is full coverage to the mask. I've never had a concealer like this, but I do suggest always using a beauty blender to blend this out, because otherwise it gets like too creasy and stuff like that. Let's talk setting powders next. So my favorite setting powder was the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. This stuff was so bomb. I love this stuff. I would talk about the RC May, but I didn't get it last year, and technically I just started using it, but I'm kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it yet. So, like, I've only used it a couple times. But this, I feel like, was so awesome. Love this. Also, the Airspun loose face powder. This is super inexpensive and to set my whole face, because I get so oily. So I tried what Patrick Starr does, and you know, like, he sets his whole face. Like, I don't like the smell, don't get me wrong. I don't like to smell like an old grandma and stuff like that, but this works phenomenally, and if you're not into spending a ton of money, this is where it's at. I wish they could take the powder, like the smell out. Actual face powder, I really love the Smashbox Photo Filter Creamy Powder. This is how it looks. Obviously, I've hit pan. I use this all the time. This is my second one. This I love so much. It just gives you that nice, like, airbrush finish. I am wearing it today also, so I do like this. Bronzer. The Hoola bronzer. This is my favorite. I feel like this is going to be my absolute favorite too. Like, this is my third one. Of course, I've hit pan on this. I use this all the time. This is just a very universal bronzer. I feel like you can use it for bronzing, you can use it for contouring. I just love this. Hoola Benefit did such an amazing job creating this bronzer. Phenomenal. So everyone knows I am not a blush person, but my favorite blush had to be the Benefit Coralista blush. I mean, I hit pan. This is my second one. This is a phenomenal blush. I think it gives you just that nice glow, like that nice, oh, sweet little glow. But this had to be my favorite bronzer of 2016, or blush, sorry. My brows that I like is the Anastasia, like, the powder one. Obviously, I've used a lot of it. This was my first eyebrow ever kit that I got. I'm not a big eyebrow person because I just never knew how to do it, but I am definitely more of a powder person compared to, like, a pencil or a pen or a pomade person. I think powders are just much easier for me to control. So this, by far, had to be my favorite brow product. Let's talk highlighters next. I have two. My favorite one of 2016 was the Becca Champagne Pop one. Obviously, I hit pan. This one was my favorite thing. I think it goes with everything. It's such a good highlighter. It's such an good inner corner highlight. If you just want to put this all over the lid, if you just want a nice, like, youthful glow, or if you want to, like, go all out shabam, this one you can do it with. And I love this highlighter. I'm so excited that Jaclyn Hill got to create this and that she was able to create this, because this is by far my favorite highlighter. My next one has to be the Gerard Cosmetics in the style Grace. This one is a nice, like, it's not really champagne-y. It's more of a white glow, like white gold. I don't know if you're able to see that, but it's so beautiful. I love this one. Every time, like, I do, like, a nice, like, pop-in highlight, everyone's like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, oh, it's Grace. This one had to be my favorite highlight, and I cannot wait to repurchase this one. Let's talk eyeshadow palettes next. So, I try to limit this down. Honest to God, I tried. I sat here and I looked at my makeup collection and I tried to narrow it down, but I couldn't really do it. So, I'm bringing you my favorites that I use over and over. Some of them are pretty new, but what I used over and over in 2016. First one, obviously, let's talk about Morphe. Morphe is a phenomenal brand. I love them. My first palette that I love is the 35F palette. This is the Fallen Frost palette. This just spoke to me. These colors are so creamy, so buttery, so blendable. They're just, for me, because I love, like, these burgundy type colors, I feel like this was my perfect palette. And then it's got a nice row down here of transition shades. Like, these are all the matte shades that they have, that you can create endless amounts of look with this. I love this palette. And of course, everyone else's favorite palette, I'm sure, was the 35O palette. So I know they have the 35OM and the 35OS. For me, the 35O was probably my favorite one, only because it was the combination of both shimmers and mattes. That I understand that, because I have the other two. But this one, like, it had the perfect combination of shimmers and mattes. So this one had to be my favorite. This was like my daily, on the go, let me just pop something in the crease, let's do this type of palette. This one is by far my favorite palette of 2016, and probably will be of my 2017, because I'm sure that I'll use this every day of 2017. It's what I'm wearing right now too. So I did not get the Color Drain Queen of Hearts palette because I didn't get to it in time, but their single eyeshadows are still one of my favorite eyeshadows. Their formula is so awesome. I feel like these aren't talked about enough, but I feel like a lot of YouTubers have said that. But I remember like way back when I first started doing like a YouTube video, I had purchased all of their Color Drain, what are they? I want to say these are lip lacquers. I don't know, but I did a whole swatch video on these, and like, I didn't like the packaging, but the formula was fantastic, and therefore, like, I bought these eyeshadows because of the formula of their lipsticks were fantastic, and these, like, do not disappoint. I really wish I could have got my hands on the Queen of Hearts palette, but obviously it didn't work out for me that way, but these are still phenomenal colors, and I loved using these in 2016. Let's talk Violet Voss. So, I loved their palettes. My favorite had to be the Holy Grail palette. I mean, of course, if you like the 35O, you're gonna like this one too, because it's kind of like the same colors, smaller, like, not as, like, obviously not as many, but they're still so lovely. They're so blendable. I loved these. These are, for me, are like the perfect like fall looks and like Valentine's Day look. I feel like this will be a great Valentine's Day palette. So this one, oh, I use this so much. And I mean, I'm sure everyone's like, no, Stephanie, it doesn't even look like it. I really do. I dig into these all the time. I'm about to hit pan on Bestie, like, right at the bottom. But these are amazing, amazing eyeshadows. I also really liked from them was the Laura Leah palette. Like, this has such a variety of colors, and I feel like you can create so much. And, like, she has, like, those, like, Yoshi down here. Or, no, Smashly. Like, she has, like, these pops of colors in here. Like, this one, too. Like, you can just create so many different looks. And I feel like this would be, like, a nice palette for someone who wants something expensive. Like, more on the pricey side. Like, Violet Voss to be something on the pricey side. But something worth it. Like, I think these are totally worth it. And my last palette of 2016, and I just got this recently, but I am in love, is the Tartiest Tartiest Pro palette. This is beautiful. I love these colors. I love these like duochrome shades over here. I think they're phenomenal. These are so easy, so buttery, and it smells delicious. So this, I feel like if it's, I don't know if this is still out, and I feel really bad, but if this is still out, I feel like this is a staple in everyone's collection. Alright, mascara. Let's talk about mascara. I use this in every video now. It's the Essence Lash Princess. This is such a phenomenal, like, cheap mascara. I love this mascara. It lengthens, it does everything. Like, for $2, I want to say. I think this was $2. I don't know. But this was really cheap, really inexpensive, and I feel like Essence, like, they have some really hit or miss products, and this was definitely one of their awesome hit products. I loved this so much. So, I'm going to talk about my, Tightline. I love the ColourPop Swerve Gel Cream Liner. These don't budge. I don't think these are like the best to put like on your lid for like a base color to put like something on top of it, because I think these dry too much, like too fast. But that's why I like these on the waterlines, because they're not gonna smudge. These do not smudge for me. So I'm really excited to buy the pencils because I want to see if they do the same. But this is a phenomenal product for like your waterline or tight lining, because this will not budge. This was my absolute favorite. Like, I'm sure you can see that little, hopefully that little divot in there, and I'm sure I'm going to use this all the way up. For liner, so I'm normally, like, I would either use the gel liner or the L'Oreal liner, but for my liner, I've been loving this Too Faced sketch marker, like the black one. This, like, creates such a precise wing, and I'm not a, like, a really good, like, liquid liner or, like, felt tip liner person, because I couldn't do it, but this made it so much easier. And this doesn't flake throughout the day. Like, I love my Kat Von D one, but it kind of flakes throughout the day. This stays put and will not come off once until I take my makeup off. I love it. Let's talk about some lipsticks. My favorite formula of a liquid lipstick, I have a couple, but this one has got to be by far my favorite. It's the Smashbox liquid lipstick, and this in the shade Voss. Love this. This is like the perfect red, I feel like. I don't know what Smashbox did, but I know these came out of nowhere, and I cannot wait to buy more of these products because these are by far the most comfortable liquid lipsticks I've ever tried on. They stay on your mouth like all day. It doesn't seem like it's drying or anything. It doesn't transfer. I can eat so much food and it's still there. So this one, by far my favorite. Jeffree Star surprised me this year because I'm not a bit, like, I'm more of a nude person, but from his winter collection, I love two of his colors, Designer Blood and Checkmate. These are also very comfortable, and you know what, like, for liquid lipsticks, because I'm not a liquid lipsticks person, like, and I use them in a lot of videos because I feel like that's what the trend is now, and you have to be in with the trends, but I'm more of a natural, like, old school, apply it on your lips, but these colors are phenomenal. If he can make these into like a tube form, I would love that. But these were my favorite colors from Jeffree Star, and Jeffree Star has like grown on me, like his products have grown on me so much, and I cannot wait to buy some more of his stuff. And let's talk about setting sprays. So I really like the Smashbox Photo Finish Water Primer. This is obviously not a setting spray, but I use this constantly, like, just to meld in my powders to my face so it doesn't look so, like, cakey, because I use a lot of powders because I am so oily. But this makes it look, like, so smooth. I love the way it feels. It's so hydrating. This is a phenomenal, phenomenal thing to get. And my last one has to be the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. This makes my makeup stay on all day. It does not budge. It does not do anything. I'm like at the very, very bottom of it. I'm so sad. I need to buy another one, but this has to be my favorite setting spray of 2016. Alright guys, I'm sorry this was such a long video and I had so many products to share, but those were my favorite of 2016. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to see you till next time. Bye. That was a lot of products. I feel like I'm out of breath because I spoke so fast. Oh, no. 1, 2. Hello?
How you doing?
Filming. What you doing? Let's go.
When I get back from this, I'll go up there and print them off.
Yeah.
What are we doing tonight?
Leftovers.
Where's the party at? Party.
Cody, we haven't partied since your birthday last year, I feel like.
We're partying tonight.
Yeah.
Me and Steffi going out on the town.
Oh, woo!
Tell them all turn down for what?
And by that you mean I'm going to be going to bed at like 8. So.
Bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe.
The bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe.
How big of a hoe are you today?
I'm not a big hoe. My nose is running. Stop it. Stop it.